Hey everyone, it's Susie Lee with Bellalina Boutique, and we'll have a little bit of fun, a couple laughs, very little chit chat, but we're going to get to getting this. Today we're going to be making a little door hanger, wreath sort of thing. We're going to be doing some stenciling and some painting and all the things. So come on in, have a little seat and join me for a little bit here. I'm going to be painting the background of this door hanger. Now it came from the Dollar Tree. This is just a little wood round that came from the Dollar Tree. Has a little jute hanger, and I took that out. And I'm going to take a little bit of white acrylic paint. This is I use my go-to. If you've been with me any length of time, you know it's Fusion Mineral Paint, right? A little bit of white. We're going to take a little bit of Laguna Blue, one of my favorite blues. So here we're going to just add some of this Laguna Blue to the white. Probably don't even need that much. I'm just going to make this a whole kind of like a sky effect, okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I think I'll take this brush right here, my little stencil brush, and I'm going to mix a little bit of white and blue together, and we're just going to kind of play with it and dapple it on here. That's all I'm going to do. Just kind of dapple it on. Ooh, this is going to be, it's going to take a minute. I'm going to add some more white to that blue because I want it to resemble the sky. It's going to soak this up because it's raw wood. It's never seen any paint yet, so it's gonna soak it up. So this is gonna be our base coat. Now notice I'm not really, there's no rhyme or reason to this. I could have taken a bigger paintbrush, and I may do that. I may take my bigger paintbrush here. I got a bigger one here just because, you know, we only get 45 minutes and I have so many things to do. So I may just get in here and paint it on. Yeah, so much easier. I was gonna do it with a stencil brush because I'm gonna add some clouds and stuff into the mix. This is gonna be a cute little spring door hanger. And I'm mixing the white and the blue, just kind of every which direction. It's starting to look skyish already, right? I'm kind of liking this. It's looking very, just like I thought it would, skyish. Very blue skyish. Just gonna kind of mix in a little bit of that white with the blue. Okay, and then I'm gonna get in and I'm gonna add a little bit of a gray cloud, and on top of that we're going to put a little puffy white. Yes, we are. Puffy. Okay, I was trying not to get it all over the place, but you know how it is when you're rushing and all of that. So, is what it is. Is what it is. So I've still got a little bit of white left in my palette. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to add just a little bit of black. And I'm going to take that brush that I had earlier. Might even wet it a little bit because it needed to move around a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take and mix this little bit of black with what's left in that white. Right there. And I'm going to make some, not too bad, just a little bit of some clouds up here, because we're gonna have some like rain clouds, but they're gonna be not too serious of a rain. So what you do is you start with your base, and you're making a cloud. Start with your base like that, and just get in there, dapple in. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I think you can. Dapple in a cloud or two. Now, I'm using my two holes that the twine was in as my guide, because that's going to be the center of where it's going to hang. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of white to my palette now, and I'm going to get back in there with this cleaned up, sort of kind of cleaned up brush, and we're going to add a little bit of this casement white. to the top. And what that's going to do is it's going to create a puffy cloud effect. But I'm going to leave the dark gray at the bottom there just a little bit. I think what I probably need to do is dry it up just a little bit so that the white will be more stuck. I don't see many of the clouds down here because we're going to have something stenciled on there, so you won't see much of that. Okay, there we go. Get a little bit of that white in there. That cloud grew. Going up here. Okay, just kind of like that. And you don't leave a lot of the gray at the bottom. You just kind of leave it there in the background. Just like that. So now you got clouds. Isn't that cool? Those look like rain clouds a little bit, right? Like rain's a-coming. Rain's a-coming. All right, so we've got the clouds on there. We're going to dry it up, and I'm going to show you my stencil. Now, these are the Essential Stencil. I am an ambassador with them, and so I would hope that you would check out my link tree. I did not link it here but I do have a link tree at the top of my page here. At Bellolina Boutique, and if you click on Essential Stencil, you can go on over there and see all the pretties they have. They have some great deals right now on their spring bundles. They've got some beautiful spring bunnies, the rub-on transfers. Oh my, they're so darling. They are so, so darling. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm just gonna grab this stencil. We're gonna get the stenciling. We're gonna put the umbrella right here in the sky. Like it's kind of hanging out here against this cloudy sky. And we're going to take the black, and I'm going to need something to offload it. When you're stenciling, you want to make sure you can offload your stencil, your brush, so that you can stencil without it bleeding. You don't need a lot. He is calling me. We'll get back to him. So we're going to do the black part of the umbrella here. Oh, picked up a little white in that. Didn't want that. Might need to add a little bit more black to my palette. I think I do. Just a little more black. A black thumb here. You've heard of a green thumb? Well, now you've heard of a black thumb. There we go. Needed a little bit more to deepen it. And I'm trying not to get into the flower part just yet because those are going to be done in another color. It takes a minute, a pounce or two. Thank you. I love the stencil too. I think it's so pretty. When I opened my package, I was kind of did that little, that's so pretty. I love it. This would be really, really pretty on, I think, like a piece of furniture as well. If you were doing, oh, I don't know, are you a gardener? You could even do this on your garden table outside. Kind of spruce it up, make it shabby chic. It would be so pretty. Okay, and I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go up the stem, hoping I don't hit the, I'm trying not to hit the the leaves because I don't want those affected. And I'm going to go ahead and do the handle black for now. We're going to layer this in some, I got some wax that's silver, and we're going to kind of make that part metallic. All right, so there is the umbrella part. That part's done. I'm going to set this aside. Knock over my glue gun. Wouldn't be a Susie Live if I didn't knock over my glue gun at least once. Okay, and I'm going to dry it. Yes, I am. The handle part, anyway. Get that little spot on my table. I decided to plop it out there. So I have some of... I'm going to use this chameleon. It's called chameleon, and it's kind of it's very sparkly. This is Pent Art wax. I really like it. I'm going to try the white to go the handle of the brush. Just going to get in here and give it a little sparkle. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to pull it down so y'all can see what I'm doing here, but you can see how it just gave it immediate sparkle right there. And I'm going to also use my Pent Art silver. I bought a new silver here. I haven't used it, I don't think. Maybe I have. It's in there. And we're just going to go down the handle. Make it look kind of antiqued with the black behind it, I think. Like that. Huh, kind of made a bit of a mess. I did. I don't know why that happened. I don't know why, but I'm going to clean up that mess. We're going to clean it up. Wonder why that happened. Well, anyway, I'm going to take a little bit of this green, put it in my palette, and we're going to do the leaves part real quick. I've got this little makeup sponge from the Dollar Tree. If you've never tried using a makeup sponge for your stencils, it's a lot of fun. It is. So all I do is I just kind of hold it down and give it the dapple. You're not going to see a lot of it because I am actually going to put real flowers in here as well. So this got muddled with a little bit of the white, and I'm okay with that. Okay, just get in there. And stenciling is one of the quickest ways to make art, in my opinion. It's a very quick little art project. If you're not a painter, it will make a painter out of you. Okay. I'm hoping this comes out clean, but I know the black got kind of messed up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of my inks for the flowers. I've got these pretty colored inks, and I'm just going to go in with this. These are little tulips on here, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of color, right? How many colors do I have? I'm going to pick 3 out of the ones I have. I've got like orangish color. I've got this kind of a orangey color. And I got a reddish color. So let's mix them up. I might end up using all 3 just to mix it up a little. Don't want to get any of my paint or my other stuff on there, my waxes, because it'll wreck your... This is made by Dewdrop. It's called Brilliance by Dewdrop or something like that. Dewdrop Brilliance. This is Pearlescent Crimson, Poppy Red, and Rocket Red Gold. Just so you know what colors I'm putting on here. And I'm going to be putting some real flowers kind of in these tones. So this is just going to be, you know, a backdrop, really. It's not going to be much of anything but a backdrop. That's it. That's it. That green is not completely dry right there, so I don't want to ruin mine. Anyway, I'm going to pull this up, and you're going to see a little bit of a mess. But not bad. Not bad. We can fix it. We can fix it. Isn't that pretty already, you guys? Look at that. I love it. So pretty. We can go around and fix the little bit there. So now that that's covered, we're going to dry it up, and we're going to start embellishing it. I think it's awfully cute as it is. But it's kind of a little antique, old-fashioned umbrella. You're loving this? Thank you. All right, let's dry this up like I said. I said I was gonna. Uh-oh, got it. It's puddled and I don't know why. Okay. Get this done, and I've got a plethora of flowers here in my little vase that we're gonna play with. So, what I'm gonna do next, I think, is I'm going to go ahead and add the holes, if I can. The holes that are going to go on either side here. I'm going to make a littler bow, and I'm going to attach it. So I have this crocodile. This thing is awesome. It's like a beast. It makes 2 size holes, and it also sets brads and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little marker, and I'm going to mark on either side of the umbrella, kind of evenly there, and I'm gonna make a hole on those spots right there. Just gonna push my crocodile in there, and you can see right there where it's gonna come down and create the hole. Kerplunk there. And another, I love this tool. I use it all the time. Such a great tool. Great. It's great because I don't have to drag out a drill or anyway. All right, got my glue gun on, and let's do this. Let's take some of these florals here, and then I'm going to add a little bit of moss here to cover them. Okay, so I've got these gorgeous. Well, they were really pretty until I painted them. Oh my goodness gracious, Susie. I tell you what, you can't take me anywhere. You can dress me up, but you can't take me out. This is the truth. All right, so I'm just gonna wipe that off. Just like that. Let's try this again, shall we? There we go. These are the only ones I left the flowers, the leaves on, because I typically don't like the leaves on these flowers. But I have some lavender, and I'm just going to use some of the sprigs of this lavender here and there as a base, right like that. I'm going to lay it out just like that, just a little bit. Now this lavender I typically get at Walmart. All right, and I think I'm going to take maybe one more little sprig here on this side. Yeah. Like this, right? Like that. Okay, that'll be my base. And you can see the other flowers poking through very cutely. I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue here to the base of them, and try not to get that on me, because that's painful. Just saying. You don't want that. Okay. And a little bit. I'm going to just create my own little puddle here and put it in. How about that? That's a little bit easier. Yeah, kind of like that better. It's a little less chance of me getting burned. Just like that. And the hot glue is so hot that it makes the plastic melt. So it's moving on its own. It's alive, it's alive. And I'm trying to keep the stems just even with the umbrella, because I don't want to have to cover up a lot of the umbrella with the moss, right? So I'm just going to keep the stems right even with that umbrella. I thought I had one more sprig of the lavender here. I'm going to cut myself another one, I think. So I could use one more as my base. Could have sworn I had more. Did it fly somewhere? Could have, very well, Susie. Okay. Like I said, the ones that we stenciled on that's our first base. Then there's the second base of the lavender coming out. And we're not going to fill it too crazy because I don't want, you know, the whole thing to get filled up. But I'm going to add a couple of these smaller little flowers here. I'm going to cut down the stems. And just maybe 3 of these. We're going to make it look very springish. Like spring, sprung. Maybe, oops. Okay. Right here at the base, we're going to put one of these. Probably could have used some smaller flowers. I do have a few smaller ones here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to skirt this one over here. I'm going to put this blue one in the middle because this one is a smaller one. It no sooner came out of my mouth and I went, you know what? You should have put a smaller one in there, Goofy. Right there in the middle. There we go. While the hot glue's still hot. Just like that. Hold on. I'm going to do this again because there we go. Let me get rid of those strings. The strings and things. There we go. I wanted it to lay nice and flat. It's like a little daisy. Okay. Probably only going to use one of those. And these are the prettiest little things. I don't know what they are, but they're really pretty. I have these Gerber daisies too, and I was going to use them. But I almost think they're too big. They're too big for this. So, I mean, these would be really pushing it, I think. Really pushing it. So we're just going to kind of maybe play with a couple more of these, maybe 2 more. Don't want to overfill it because we're going to put the moss in. Right? There we go. Yeah, I like that. Right there. And one more over here. We're going to lay this one down just like that. And my moss. Grab my moss. Okay, how's that looking? How cute is that already? Isn't that sweet? Look at that. Adorable, right? All right. A little bit of moss. I like this reindeer moss because it's more, it's less messy than the Spanish moss. Number one, I'm just going to put it at the base here, just so it kind of hides the stems just a little bit. But this looks to me more like spring. It's more springish. So I'm going to just tuck it down right at the very base of the flowers, like it's just kind of filling up that that umbrella, if you will. These essential stencils are so, I can't tell you how cute they are. In the spring bundle, I'm doing a YouTube series on their spring bundle, but they actually have the new Mardi Gras, Easter, and St. Patrick's Day bundle that's coming out tomorrow. The spring bundle's been out. Did I say it was coming out tomorrow? No, let me rephrase that. This has been out, but the Easter and all that, that's supposed to come out tomorrow, but the it'll be on the website, I believe, tomorrow. But keep checking back. And if you wouldn't mind using my affiliate link, it's in my link tree. Certainly would appreciate that. That helps me to be able to buy crafts to do with you all. Here we go. All right, here we go. And one last one here. It's very springy, and if you're craving spring like I am, seriously, y'all, look at how cute. I love it. It's so cute. I want to get some ribbon here going. I also already took there was a jute twine in it, and I took it out and I strung on some wood beads. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and run it through the back. And I'm going to make this a little bit hard to go through the hole. So it'll go through like a shoelace. And like that. I may check that. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Should I check it or should I not? To check or not to check? That is the question. Okay, I got to knot it first on the back here. Give it a little knot on the back so it doesn't come out. These cute little wood beads I thought were so sweet. But you could do black and white. That would be cute. The black and white beads on there. Make a little knot back here. And then another one right on top of it. Like that. And if you're absolutely unsure whether that's going to hold, you can always add a little hot glue to it too. So just so you know, add a little bit of hot glue and it'll hold it for you once it gets hardened. But I think it's really cute. Look at that. Adorable. Let's do this real quick. I'm going to do a little shoelace bow. Quick thing I could find. A little shoelace bow in this bright polka dotted green. Very springy. Very springy, right? Just like that. Turn that the way it's supposed to be. Like that. Like that. A little shoelace bow. Grab me some twine. Like that. And we're going to put it around. All I'm going to do is I'm going to run this twine through this hole that I made with the little crocodile. And this side is going to go, whoops, I got it through the wrong hole. Of course I did. Like that. Now, and this one through this hole, like that. We're going to just tie it back here. And like that. Boom. Yes. How cute. Perfect. Perfect little. Now, you know I'm going to fuss with it a little bit. Just a little. All right. There we go. I love it. I hope you do too. I hope you enjoyed this Essential Stencils Spring Bundle. And you can make a gorgeous, this is from the Dollar Tree, this little wood piece. And add yourself some, I get these from the Dollar Tree too sometimes. I get them from all over. But I just keep them in a jar. And there you go. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much for being here and hanging out with me for 45 minutes. Make sure you're following and Bella Lena Boutique. I would love to have you as one of my Bellas if you're not already following. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Love you all. Bye-bye.